Oh wait, shit. I'll grab it later. Okay. A Christmas ad on January 3rd. Ain't no fucking way. Yep, we back. I had to do a little bit of shopping. And by a little bit, I mean like I had to buy some deodorant and I was able to get myself a little bit of food and I fucked around a little and I found out. What do I mean by that? I decided to do buy one get one for $1 at McDonald's, and I got 2 Big Macs. I'm like, I could usually eat that, and I eat it, and I'm like, oh fuck no, I can't do this. My stomach hurts so bad. Like, I haven't been able to actually eat regularly. Like, I could eat, but not like in the same way that you would think of, like, okay, well, you could eat. Burge gun. Thanks for the luck. Yeah, so like, I haven't been able to eat like how I used to because I've been eating less. Had a headache earlier. Shit's fading away now though. Nice. So I now have sub 1 splits. I'm going for it this time. Like, just full force fucking going for it. No crystal crazy skip. I mean, if we go for crystal crazy skip, well, I could go for it. Maybe I'll go for it a couple of times, I guess. Because, like, if I get crystal crazy skip right, like, that's 40 seconds of time save. And I mean, just look at my sum of best. It's sub 58 now. It's 2 minutes away from... It's 2 minutes away from... The PB is 2.5 minutes away. Can I sub 1 without crystal crazy skip? Easily. These par splits assume I don't get crystal crazy skip. If they would be much faster if I included crystal crazy skip. Like, if with crystal crazy skip I would be trying to get a very low 59 or a sub 59. I wouldn't want to try to go for the sub 59, and the reason why is because... And don't do... it's a really hard reset point. See, yeah, that's the thing. I would like to leave the category, like, okay, I would like to leave the category with all of the skips implemented. But at the same time, with the 5% consistency rating of Crystal Crazy Skip, you're right, it's not necessary. It's basically still not ready to be implemented yet. Especially because, like, every single time I've had a run with Crystal Crazy Skip, I always lose the run. One way or another. But I will go for it if I'm behind. See, there's Zeno. He's thinking like a speedrunner. An old speedrunner, that. A lot of newer speedrunners only think about the literal fastest possible shit. That was definitely a hover skip of all time. The soaked. I still got Brower strats, so I'm not gonna bother with Crystal Crazy Skip unless I miss this. Yeah. But yeah, I have gas in my car, I have basically everything that I need. Please. Yes! That was a Monka-esque moment.
A power crystal.
Crap. Crash was pushed.
Yes, the crystal is mine. Ah! Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy. Give it to me.
Monkey game? Listen, Dio. You hit me up. You hit me up when you do that shit, okay? I actually need to redo my soft mod for my Wii U, so we could do it at the same time. Fakin. Yeah, I need motivation to redo my soft mod. Because the new soft mod's like way more stable. That was sketchy. These splits have a lot of leeway on Ant Agony and in the beginning game. They do not have much leeway in Hub 3 or Hub 4. Like, basically, to kind of, like, gauge things, especially because, like, the Hub 3 is, like, my best hub. I needed to make sure that, like, the places where I, like, have more trouble with have more time save. Like Hub 1 and Hub 2, for example. There you go. Kinda glad I'm not going up against my PB split here because I did fucking phenomenal here. I hit every trick. Please stop. Please stop. Run's over. It's still really nice though that, like, That previous run had every single strat implemented. The only thing is the save and quit. But honestly, my menuing is just not fast enough to get me to save time with the save and quit. I'm sure it saves time, just not a lot. For me. Might be about equal. Plus, having the save file does lengthen resets. It makes resets take a little bit more time. Thanks, I made them myself. That's two 151s. Thanks for the good luck, Cody. I'm not doing the, I'm not doing Crystal Crazy Skip, so you'll actually get to watch runs. Imagine actually being able to watch runs. Pro strats. Gracias por la suerte. Alright, I'm gonna do this before anything else. Channel points, no. Rewards? No. ¿En la movida? ¿Qué? ¿Qué significa eso? Network adapter upgrade, got a tracking number, that's cool. Puedes explicarlo en español si quieres. Alright, get into the speedrunning hell, what do you mean? You mean running this game? In particular? What made me like speedruns? No te preocupes. No, you didn't break me. I'm just, like, trying to process. Because that is not an easy question. That's a really hard question to answer. Yes, you did. Like, I started speedrunning Sonic Adventure DX because I was really good at it. But, like, I'd always been interested in, like, pushing limits of games. And, I mean, I'm a very... I love experimenting with things. And it's like... it kind of just came together that I ended up, by freak accident, being really good at breaking games. And, like, being able to, like, push games pretty well. That's, like... But it stems from the fact that I am enjoying what I do. Por supuesto, es que la mayoría de la gente que está haciendo speedrunning sabe inglés. Por lo tanto, aunque hay hispanohablantes, mucha gente sabe hablar inglés, la lengua franca del mundo, y por eso no es necesario. Pero hay un hombre, se llama Bandicraft, que quiere hacer tutoriales por español, y voy a ayudarle con eso. Por Crash Twinsanity. O sea, de Crash Twinsanity.
Yes, the crystal is mine.
Bandicraft, exacto.
Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
It is still very useful that you should... Like, the majority of speedrunners speak English. There are a lot that speak Spanish too, but the majority of them speak English. So it's a good idea if you're coming into an international community to have at least a basic understanding of English. It's not to say that you should be forced to not use your own language. And gaps should be bridged, but at the same time, the majority of speedrunners are international. They don't keep things tied to one language unless it's, say, like Japanese, where they're so far removed from the rest. And there really aren't many Spanish speakers that even run Crash games to begin with. There's exceptions among exceptions. But that's the reason why. It's not like you're being left out. There's plans for it. For Spanish speakers, and hell, eventually when I'm good enough at Japanese, I'll also try to make tutorials in Japanese for Twinsanity. And the games I know. Eventually. That's not what I said. Oh, there are certain things that... Okay, never mind. Sorry. It will happen eventually. When I'm able to properly make videos for those tutorials, Bandycraft will get a lot of the stuff that I am going to use for the tutorials, and he and I are going to make Spanish tutorials as well. I've been learning Spanish for 14 years. Yeah, I know. Joder. Joder, tío. Es la hostia, tío. Entro para adentro, tío. Para adentro, tío. I do use more Spanish slang when I'm around Spanish people. Okay, camera. That's weird. Dude, land. There we go. Okay, let me see. Damn it, it didn't let me do a double jump. There we go. Mi Hopper también. There we go. Raft. Thanks for the good luck. Es rat con la TH. I lost 10 seconds. How does zombie work? So how zombie works is, basically, you die while in a cutscene, and the game puts you in the death animation state, but it can't fully kill Crash. And then when... I do need a zombie command, yes. And then, for some reason, when Cortex moves away from Crash, it re-unlocks his movement, so you're essentially dead while alive. It's not actually as complicated as you would think. It makes a lot of sense. Huh? Because the game wouldn't want you to die again. Glitches are found through many different ways. Yes, Cootie band, yes. Glitches are found in so many different ways. Why does that kill me in Zombie? So, Zombie is essentially... Okay. It's working again. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. That run wasn't amazing. So, okay, as I was saying, it does make a lot of sense because they wouldn't want you to die a second time. So you're dead. Also alive. Because the game just gives you your, it just gives you your movement back. I do need a zombie command. But yeah, no, oh yeah, and, the reason why I gained zombie, or I lost zombie, was because when you have zombie, you're basically considered at -1 health points. You can negate zombie by grabbing a mask. You're set back to 0, which means you're alive again. I actually enjoy explaining how glitches work, so I'm not too fussed over the fact that I don't have a zombie command. Does that make sense for everybody? That explanation for zombie? Yeah, the majority of the tricks in this game I can explain to a pretty solid degree. So, like, if there's anything anybody's, like, curious about, like, why does this work, I should be able to explain exactly why, the what and the why, usually. Debating Crystal Crazy Skip. Because not getting Brower Strats loses a lot of time. Nah, I'm not going to go for it. Trying to explain Cursed Warp to someone on stream, I could do that. So basically the way Cursed Warp works is you have a base checkpoint. You have a base checkpoint, right? And in the case of any percent, it's the checkpoint in Iceberg Lab on the outside. And then basically what you do is you activate the checkpoint in a different loading zone. Why you activate a checkpoint from one loading zone while in another loading zone. The game gets confused because it's like, okay, Crash used to be here. That's his old checkpoint. His new checkpoint's like here? But what do I do? Dio? You gotta dumb it down. So what happens is that when you die, since the game is like really confused, it doesn't know what to do, it tries to put you into the closest loading zone that you could be in. The splash teleport just puts you in a place where the game just doesn't crash. I mean, in our terms, they're called chunks. You could also, like, in some communities, they're called BSPs. My default thought is loading zone. So essentially, since the game is confused, it pulls Crash into a place it's not supposed to be when you die. And the majority of the time, the game just crashes because it's confused. But there are certain areas, like the hallway to the Psychotron, that do not crash the game and in fact work just fine. It works in tandem with the splash teleport, and how the splash teleport works is that when you hit a splash, the game remembers the coordinates of the splash. So that way when you reach a body of water and you don't get the splash, the game's like, okay, well, where was Crash last when the splash occurred? And it puts him at those coordinates. And the reason why it's different is in any percent is because you were in Ice Climb and you leave Ice Climb to be in Iceberg Lab. So you get coordinates from Ice Climb and then you splash teleport by skipping the splash in Iceberg Lab, which puts you at like, it's like a coordinate close to like 0, 0, 0, which is right by the Psychotron hallway. So the game just pulls Crash into that. It's not actually Origin Axle. I'm just using that for reference. Yo, hatake. It's like 0, or like it's like 5. It's like 5 something 13. It's like 5 negative 20 13 or something like that. It's weird.
Power crystal.
Because the bottom, like the ground of Iceberg Lab is actually like in the negative like 100 something, 200 something. So when you hit the splash teleport, the 0 stuff is actually like really close to the top of the Psychotron in the lab. So essentially the game just pulls you there. I don't know if that makes sense for people who aren't too into the nitty and gritty of like video games and video game science. I tried to dumb it down as best I could. Because at the end of the day, Cursed Warp isn't like hyper complicated, but it's also something where like if you're not, hey Maze, thanks for the good luck. It's another thing where it's like if your brain is not used to that kind of thing, you're gonna have a hard time understanding. All in all, video game logic is not very complicated. It's usually very logical and follows a sequence. It's just that when you try to apply any real-world physics, it breaks down. But like when you understand that it's just a series of sequences and like conditions, as long as you understand the conditions, you can pretty much explain or understand the vast majority of why certain glitches work. At least in less complex games. Like, if you're gonna ask, why does Cursed Warp work? Yeah, to have fun. But if you're like, how? It's not that bad. It's just pretty much a lot of, like, this Crash's state gets messed up from, like, checkpoints. It's, it's surprisingly quick. Even when all the requirements are met. And there's a preset position for crash. Yes. But only... It's not gonna crash on Xbox usually because it loads in fast enough to where it will not crash. But on PS2, yes. This is why any percent runs on PS2 pause. There's a good amount of requirements though, yeah. And like, even then, Crash's state is still messed up after the Cursed Warp. There are requirements to like fix it, but we don't know all of them yet. For that reason, in Hundo, you have to save and quit. Because no matter what, the game will crash during any loading screen. Yeah, see, the requirements for, like, Cursed Warp and fixing Crash's state, that is something that I wouldn't expect anybody in here to really understand. When Sup 1? Today, maybe. Hey, Pete. I know, my voice sounds like a G-Pro voice again. I know. I have been getting better. Slowly. It's probably going to take me another month or two to get back up to snuff. Oh, I think the run's over. Make it a Dingo Dial, but crashed after the Ruka fight. Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, my voice is about 15% of the way healed. But it's building back up to my standard, like, speaking range. So, I can, when I speak, I sound like me again. Mostly just a little raspy. But, like, I still only have about an octave and a half of, like, just functional voice. When I have like 5.5 to 6 octaves generally. So like I still am not really there. Tengo bronquitis. O sea, estoy enfermo. He estado enfermo hace casi un mes. Casi un mes. Dio's right. That's a very good way to explain it, yeah. Listen, I'm so much into it. Are there any builds of this game available other than the July 19th and E3 demo? Nothing available. There was a privately, not distributed, but there is a private build. It has been shown to the public. Is that the one with features cut like Bug Run? No, that one's not distributed. That's the one John Burton has. There was another one that was released a year before the actual final game. It was called Crash Evolution. And I mean, you can search up Neo Kesha. And you'll be able to find the build. Yep, Axel's gonna start learning twins. They did do a decent amount of work in the last 2 weeks. ¿Qué es lo que quieres decir? ¿Bugs de qué? A reminder that the penguin has different dub voices, right? Y buenas gracias por pasarte. Yeah, the penguin's dubbed different. Okay. See, this is the thing that I run into where, like, people don't realize. I'm not, like, super fucking fluent in Spanish. The twin, he would have loved to have voiced the twins penguin. True. Big race on Twins' birthday? Yes, we should. But which category? Hundo? Any percent with fountain skip, die. All three of them? Hey, I'd be down. Así es que hay montones de los bugs en este juego. Exactly, this game came out September 24th. Day after your birthday. My birthday's coming up soon. In a little less than 2 months from now. Sí, sé español un poquito. Pero no soy fluido. ¿Cuántos bugs? Literalmente no puedo. No puedo. Hay montones. Más de 100. Fuck it, I'm going for Crystal Crazy Skip. This is slow as fuck. I was 9 when 2004. In 2004. What did McCooper post? Oh, this? The classic? The fuck? Oh, how many? Oh, vale, tengo 28 años. That's the classic, dude. That's the classic Crash 2, Crash 3 bullshit. Axel, that's actually a thing in Crash 2 as well. Sí, tengo 28 años. Y ahora mismo estudio español y japonés en la universidad. What the fuck? Yeah, you can escape from them after it reaches the peak. You can really. Pero sí, es obvio. Técnicamente no soy hispanohablante. Soy angloparlante. Pero estudio español hace 14 años. Y no tengo ninguna familia hispanohablante. Aparte de una prima, pero... A ver. Una prima, pero es que vive en España, pero es de aquí, de los Estados Unidos. Y de eso no lo sabía antes de 2022. Está en Sevilla, creo. ¿De tu casa? ¿De verdad? Joder, tío. Está muy cerca, ¿verdad? No recuerdo si es Málaga o si es Sevilla. Pero... no importa. Y tienen un restaurante. No sé cómo se llama esa mierda. Esa mierda, pero... no importa. Adyacente. No es para ella, es para mí. Yes! There we go. But yeah. Let's see here, so, ¿Y qué tal, tío? So yeah, that's an absolute classic from the classic Crash games.
Power.
We've seen that many times, many times. Oof. No te preocupes, pero ánimo. Tú puedes. Come on. Oh man.
Yes. The crystal.
Dejas literalmente. Ah, vale.
Keep back, you weak-minded fool.
Es cuestión de tiempo y nada más.
Crystal crazy.
Piel sintética. Oh. Please don't kill me. There we go. ¿Cuál es un tatuando? ¿Qué es tatuando? Oh, tatú. Vale. Soy tonto. Soy tontísimo, tío. Dude, I didn't know that you could say that as a micropigmentación. Interesante. Sí, escucho metal. Lo como Dio, especialmente. Lo de Dio. Damn, I lost a lot of time. What was I? A 14 años. Pero los más intensos fueron los últimos años, especialmente 2021 y 2022 y 2023. Oh shit. Thanks for the sub, Dio. Especialmente, estoy seguro que Pepo, puedes darte cuenta cómo, cómo. Está roto. My improvements. Cómo he mejorado. Vale. ¿Cómo? Hey, Aaron, thanks for the good luck on the sub. What? One's dead. Yeah, Dio, thanks for the sub. Enjoy the emotes. Así es. Eso me doy cuenta. Me siento orgulloso. ¿Puedo decir cómo así? Con mí mismo. Ah, vale, pero sí, sí, puedo... Sí, sé hablar español también. Zorrillo. No soy bilingüe. Sí. Me siento bien, me siento feliz con con la progresión. Por lo menos puedo construir oraciones. Y puedo conjugar algún verbo. Me falta una y otra vez, pero... Sí. Es cuestión de tiempo y nada más. Dime, y nada más. Porque no tengo todo el control. No tengo todo el control de mi voz porque estoy enfermo. Es difícil. Normalmente bueno, es que me doy cuenta cuando uso el acento americano. Normalmente puedo dejarlo, pero es que ahora mismo estoy enfermo. No tengo todo el control. Pero bueno. Pues sí, Kerduar, gracias por pasarte y... puedes escribir en español como quieras. Jeez, there's a lot of Spanish speakers. Exacto, tío. Exacto. You're gonna be one of them? Oh, you're gonna work on Spanish too? Nice. If you need any help, just let me know, though. Obviously, I would not recommend learning my... Je n'ai pas parlé l'anglais espagnol. I would not recommend learning my accent because I have a Spain accent. Make a tutorial of any percent for the boys. I already said I'll do that with Bandycraft. Como SLP. A huevo. A huevo, güey. No mames, la neta, güey. ¿Qué pedo? Chale, güey. Ah, sí. Me lo olvidé. Uf. No, I didn't fall too far. The time was way too slow. I should be hitting that checkpoint at around I should be getting there around 3:30 and that was like 3:50. Lo peda. No sabía que habían más formas para llamar esa profesión. Obviamente puedo suponerlo, pero why did I reset the run? Because it was slow. I was about 15 seconds behind where I wanted to be. What the fuck happened there? Yeah. Pues sí, lo sé. Yeah, good luck with learning Spanish. It is pretty tough. Once you start really getting used to it, it's not that bad. Like, a lot of it's pretty logical. At least I've found. And I mean, people say I speak it really well, all things considered. Like, most people don't expect, someone like just a straight up English speaker to be able to construct sentences like I can. There will be some kind of AA skip in the future. So I don't know. As far as we know, probably not. But there's a possibility. Like, I've come to the conclusion that it will never... Gracias. I've come to the conclusion that it will never be useful to actually use Cortex in any percent. At least with our current understanding. It wouldn't be faster in a TAS, just because of the fact that you have to wait, or the game will crash. And by that time, you will have lost too much time for even the clip through the door to be useful. It's really weird. I would like to be able to say that, but I can't predict the future. What I could say is I would like there to be something alternative, especially something that would make it faster. How do the TAS runs actually work? So because PCSX2 does not have real tools for creating TASing, all Sustain does is just run the game slower, and it saves the inputs. I don't believe it has like a TAS input. So generally with TASs, there's like a thing called a TAS input, where like you can pretty much like, it's an interface that allows you to like put in... It's a little interface that allows you to put in all of the inputs. I believe Sustain just did everything with a controller and slowed it down.
Well, a power crystal.
It's pretty apparent, because when you look at Sustain's like movement in the TAS, it looks like a real person's movement. Just very, very awkward. Like, when you look at my movement, like, you could tell a real person is doing this. There's, like, some kind of, like, logic to it. There's a whole bunch of aspects to it that looks human. When a straight-up TAS is done, things don't look human at all. Everything is incredibly calculated.
Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
But yeah, it's just slowing the game down and then just doing the inputs is how he did it. When PCSX2 has like really like full proper TAS tool support, man, we'll get some really optimized stuff. Oh. if you want to learn more about that stuff, it's a good idea to like try to find streams where people show the creations of TASs. It's a lot of very interesting stuff, especially if you like science. Because, TASs are more on the side of science and theory. Standard speedrunners, the speedrunning is a lot more on the practicality side of things. In essence, you could think of me as a speedrunner, like, the aspects that I have as a speedrunner would carry over heavily into the ability to make a TAS. Yeah, that death was really costly. Like, I should be about minus 15. I'm gonna be plus, like, plus 12 or something. Not that much. I know that didn't really answer your question, and I'm sorry. It's all, like, really interesting stuff, though. It's a good song. I should be in the cutscene by now. But, oh well. Cortex just wasn't moving. Alright. Jump, jump. Oh boy. Oh fuck, oh fuck, 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 fuck. Okay. No! I jumped too late. Land, please. There we go. Ooh. There we go. I might be -1 here. There we go. Yep. Pays for the sub hour. I still can't believe I got a 724 fucking Ant Agony in this PB. By the way, I am significantly behind that run. You get it and think the run is shit and I could beat it? Honestly, I probably will. So here was my PB. I was plus 14. Yeah. That's about right. Mm. Mm. Still, it's kind of insane though, right? Like, holy shit. I own all of the fucking records. I still am having trouble believing it. Mm. I mean, it's also both equal parts funny and equal parts sad that, like, you just look at, if you could actually see all of the recent runs, it would be basically all me and then one Sustain. I really would like, and I hope that people start picking this game up more. Unfortunately, though, considering the fact that I kind of, like, stormed this game to the point where anybody that might think that they could take a record, it's gonna take a lot more effort now. But, people will start running this game a little more. Still, I mean, I don't think tutorials are gonna work. I don't know what's gonna work to get people interested in this game. Suck my fucking dick. No Dimension Skip does use Mountain, yeah. But it also uses nut skip. Skip D's true. Skibbity toilet. I learned what it was slightly, and then I forgot what it was again. I kind of like just erased it from my mind because like it was just like, okay. I just remember it being like, okay. I guess here's the demons. Keep showing it to you. Oh man. How old's your niece? Like 13, 14? 5?
Well, well. A power crystal.
I just got a perfect bounce. So I just did the hundo strat. Is that good or bad? I mean, it's not necessarily bad, it's just annoying. And yeah, I'm actually also wondering how the fuck does she know about Skibbity Toilet when she's 5? Is she gonna turn into a fucking meme lord? You gotta harvest that meme lord energy, dude. That way you can make money off of her. Her brother 12. Ugh, Gen Alpha, man. See, that time I got it. So everybody, how does it feel to like have me sound like me again? You know, instead of sounding like this the whole time, you know, yeah. What do you mean, watch? Dude, I used to watch Red Devil Dazzy on YouTube in like fucking 2006. Hi guys, Red Devil Dazzy, yeah? I watched a lot of Spyro, like, Let's Player, like, Spyro content creators back in the day. Like, a lot of Spyro content creators. I don't even know why. I wasn't even like a huge Spyro fan. I just liked the content, I guess. And I don't know why. I just did. The fuck? Also, there was, I think, what was it called? Like SM64 bloopers or whatever. I don't remember the content creator name. It's been so many years. But like, it was just a dude who used a bunch of Game Shark codes to change Mario's colors. And then like, there was text on screen and shit. That's where I first heard the song Scatman. Old YouTube was... It was a time of all time. A marvelous time. When the original memes reigned supreme. Why does that have like a ring to it? That sounds like a fucking fast food restaurant slogan where original memes reign supreme. Did anybody else see that? What the fuck? Like half the fucking screen died. Shoop de whoop angry German kid. True, dude. Like, so much old shit. Like, when everybody's like, oh man, I miss old YouTube. I miss Markiplier. I miss Jacksepticeye. It's like, that ain't old YouTube, you dumb bitch. ASDF movie. Bro. Come on! Oh my fuck, this is being evil. I don't think I've ever seen Shoop do. I'm a fire in my laser. Does anybody remember? Are you Master Chief? Anybody remember that shit? Arby and the Chief? Arby and the motherfucking Chief? Red versus blue? Like, listen, red versus blue may have been mid, but the thing is that in the context of when it came out, it was great. Big Bill Hells! Challenge pissing, that's right, challenge pissing! SM64 bloopers, yes. That's, I brought that up, Axel. Wait, did you watch that too? I watched a lot of Sonic Robo Blast too. I watched a lot of glitch videos, especially Halo glitch videos. I don't even know why we're even on this topic anymore. Oh, I remember. This is Sparta. That was fucking everywhere. The fucking AMVs, dude. I hated them. Because it's like, I don't want to watch music, dude. I just want to watch stuff. And then it's a fucking AMV. Yeah, exactly, dude. They were everywhere. Yeah, just oops, another AMV. The YouTube boops. You made it. Dio? Dio? You better share some sauce with us, brother. I don't care. Expose yourself now. You don't have to expose it in this chat, but post it in my fucking Discord. Hey, I used to make Let's Plays. I actually made Let's Plays in 2012. They are all unlisted. Good fucking luck finding them. Okay, yeah, you're right, everybody did Let's Plays. Axel, why did you watch my fucking Let's Plays, you bitch? Nobody's supposed to remember them. They're supposed to be gone for a reason, actually. I actually still have a lot of them still uploaded, you just can't find them. Why Cortex do that? Why not? This is actually a really good hub too. Cortex do what he do. Actually, my earliest videos were of me playing Metroid Zero Mission. And I uploaded the first one almost 17 years ago. I was actually 12 when I uploaded those. Yeah, the easier Metroid Zero Mission playthrough, even though it wasn't actually easier. It was just a playthrough with glitches. I was making Super Metroid ones too. Never uploaded. Taka. Look at your old channel, you just bleh. Okay, let's see if I get Mother Skip. If I miss Mother Skip, it's gonna be a very sad day. I've had a pretty good streak with it. Damn it.
Excuse me, madam. Are those real? Mother?
Yeah, it saves like 8 seconds or something. my old YouTube videos, like, riddled of me being, like, really egotistical and caca. Not caca. Plus, a lot of them had, like, webcam videos, because I didn't have a capture card at the time. It is a classic.
So humiliated. No amount of treasure could ever begin to compensate.
Treasure, eh?
Really bad DBZ content. Dude, have you been seeing the thing floating around of, like, how strong Piccolo is? I watched the shit out of that whole fucking video. It was really cool. No! Okay, good. It was an instant death. It's a really interesting, it's a very interesting, it's a very good watch. You fucking bitch! I'm pretty sure the run's dead. Yeah, run's dead. Yeah, by Seth. I knew that was gonna kill me, and I still went for it. Zombieless engine skip I've been hoarding? Yeah, sure. I was watching it when I was like when I was in such a bad state that like I couldn't fucking do anything. Because I really did get so sick that I couldn't do anything, and I think I had a fever at the time. So I just put the fucking like video on, and it was nice. It was nice. I mean, who doesn't love Piccolo? And then you just basically get to hear this dude using some mad-ass science. And regardless of anything ever... Regardless of, like, you know... because I'm not really in the community, right? So I don't, like, think about the debates and whatnot. Yeah. I like the science... I like the science aspects of it, like talking about how strong characters really are. I want to see one on Gohan. I mean, hey, he's my favorite character in the Dragon Ball series. Well, yeah, of course. Like, you think the writers actually cared? No. Oh, really? Naruto, like, a lot of it was very carefully crafted. It's a shame it turned into Boruto. Because Naruto was pretty cool, Boruto's just really mid. No thought put into it. Not that the thought was that good. Well, it did have a lot of good thought in going into it. I don't know about the anime. But I know the manga, like, things get popular for a reason. Yeah, I like to equate that as well. Like, I mean, think about it. Sonic 06, for example, like, I still think it's a fun game. It's garbage, but it's still fun. It's like Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online is an absolute dumpster fire where the writer is a literal fucking amateur fan fiction writer that just got popular because he went into a niche that was, at the time, marginally unexplored. Using a complete power fantasy and also harem fantasy, mostly because of his own writing incompetencies. To do that. Yeah, like, I mean, SAO is basically like it's dumb fun, but the writing is bad enough, yeah, to where it's distracting. But if you're watching it in Japanese, you wouldn't really know. You're mostly just listening to people speaking a language that you don't really understand. And then One Piece? Yeah, get out of here. Oh, it gets really nice 700 episodes in. Like, I do not doubt that One Piece is good. But you can't expect anybody to actually enjoy it. What's my favorite anime? That is a very good question. It does change, but I have a list of, like, my favorites. One of my favorite slice of life is Tanaka-san wa itsumo ketaruge, or Tanaka-san is always listless. My favorite romance is Bokura wa minna kawaisou. You should do all levels. All levels is easier. It's an Avatar ripoff. I have a lot of different, like, anime that I like. One of my favorites at the time was Beelzebub anime. I really liked that one. There's like several, I know. Right now, I'm mostly just going through the latest season of Mahou Sky no Yome. I really like that one. And then, of course, I'm reading through, Soul no Frieren. Because, I mean, come on, dude. There's a reason why that is insanely fucking popular. Initial D. Initial D's nuts. You just went the game dev route?
Well. A power.
Honestly, that kind of sucks, actually. But I mean, let's be fair. In our generation, that is the better route to go, because the literal amount of censorship and the amount of censorship and regulations that they have to impose on children's cartoons nowadays is like ridiculously stupid. Like,
The crystal is
there's a reason why there are so few good cartoons. There's a very good reason why there are very few good cartoons these days, and it is not because, it's not just because the writers suck. I mean, yes, the writers do suck, but it's like all of the censorship and regulations. Dude, like, listen, if Zoomers these days, if Zoomers and Millennials caught the dad's trophy joke, they would be incredibly mad. And I'm like, dude, regardless of how sexist that is still a really funny joke that parents can just look at each other while watching the show with their kids and then getting a little angry at each other and then just like laugh it off. Like, come on. Because it's like just look, it's just that reminding people, like reminding adults that, you know, they're not just watching a show for kids. The show's meant for the whole family to enjoy. That's why Dexter's Lab was so fucking based. What happened to make people so sensitive to those kinds of things? I don't know. I think it's because we live in peaceful times. And, like, people are looking for ways to improve life, and they go too far. And make a mountain out of small things, because mountains do exist. But equating, like, a small thing to such a large thing is kind of, I don't like that. That, like, I mean, something that's very small is being equated to, like, an actual legitimate problem. Because, like, comedy, and nobody wants to hear this, comedy is literally supposed to make you think. It's commentary on society. Even in cartoons, like, I mean, the comedy is usually like commentary on society. It's things you understand, things you know, and it'll make you think. But when you just get angry, you don't let those actual things out, and a mountain is being made out of a hill. I don't understand it. Like, I understand the concept of not liking stuff like that, but I also don't understand why people would just be so backwards about it. My mom, like, she wasn't very good at filtering what we said, but she basically had a rule where if this cartoon said stupid, we weren't allowed to watch it. And ironically, we were allowed to watch Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is literally what Eustace says every episode, stupid dog. And then I just asked my mom, like, wait, but you allowed to watch me Dragon Ball Z, which had like like mountains of violence? And she's like, oh, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have let you watch that if that were the case. And I'm just like, well, I'm glad you allowed me to watch it because I fucking love Dragon Ball Z. What was the point in it? I don't know. The old DBZ. No, I didn't watch it back then. It was the Toonami one. Unless that's what you were referring to. I was talking about, like, the Funimation 2 dub, which is what we think of now as Funimation. Where things were, were still more censored. And then also, though my mom never saw it, I'm kind of surprised that she probably would have never allowed me to watch Samurai Jack. Because, I mean, Samurai Jack, that's spicy. Spicy content. That's fucking... I love Samurai Jack. Such a good fucking show, dude. You couldn't watch Pokemon? Well, see, what my mom wanted for us was to watch stuff that was positive. We weren't allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy. It had demons. No, that reminds me of something really funny, but it's a Spanish meme. Los Pokemons. Uncle Grandpa can go die in a fucking fire, bro. Yeah, we weren't allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy. My sister still watched it. I didn't because it kind of made me uncomfortable. Whoa, hold up. Yeah, it was like my mom wanted us to watch, like, positive stuff, and I just ended up watching a bunch of, like, cartoons. My mom didn't really police a lot of what I watched, because I just didn't watch a lot of adult shows. I didn't like it, and I still kinda don't. Like, it's, like, things with a lot of blood and adult themes usually make me uncomfortable to watch. In a cartoon format, like in a standard format, it's like, you know, like if you're at a fucking theater watching, like, I don't know, an R-rated movie, yeah, that's not gonna make me upset at all, but a cartoon with a lot of, like, sexual themes and stuff, that's not anime. Anime, I guess I got used to it or something, I don't know. Yeah, the gross humor. Didn't watch BoJack Horseman? I did not. I may end up eventually watching Futurama, though. What? No, no. People, yeah, my parents do. If you count older people. Anyone under the age of 35, I don't think so. No, Cortex cannot activate checkpoints while in zombie. The only checkpoints that can be activated while you're in zombie are world checkpoints. But you lose zombie whenever you get a mask, which is why I can, like, activate that checkpoint. But any checkpoint you've already touched is considered activated. So, like, let's say in Hundo, right? Where you have that one checkpoint that you get close to. You technically activate while in zombie. And then you grab the green gem. That's an ice climb, by the way. And then you go back. You cannot actually activate that checkpoint because it's technically already activated, but also not at the same time. So even though you don't have zombie, you cannot activate that checkpoint. But the next checkpoint that you touch without zombie will be activated normally. That's why you kind of have to go out of your way, because you need Cortex, and it does not make much sense to like go and grab Cortex because doing that is slower. But I mean, yeah, you know, as a person who likes voice acting stuff, I watched a lot of cartoons when I was a child. And I mean a lot. Not a lot of people remember Darkwing Duck, The Mighty Ducks, Tailspin. Unless you were a Toon Disney kid, then you probably would. They do get shit on, yeah. I watched Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog on Toon Disney. What do kids even watch besides TTG? I don't know. The DuckTales reboot, I have not seen it yet. I know it's good. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, yes. Yes. I loved that show. The Timon and Pumbaa spin-off too. Gargoyles, man. And the original Batman animated series. Those were some heavy fucking hitters, dude. Toon Disney had a lineup of fucking legends. I've heard of Moomins, but I think that's more like young kid stuff. Nickelodeon at the time too, like the really early 2000s. they also had like a fucking amazing lineup that all of the stuff got really overshadowed. I mean, they had fucking Hey Arnold, SpongeBob, old Fairly Odd Parents, they really can't be beat, yeah. And it's all because Jimmy Neutron, Danny motherfucking Phantom,
Power crystal.
My Life as a Teenage Robot, Cat Dog, yeah, Butch took a nosedive. And you know, we haven't even really gotten started on Cartoon Network. Powerpuff Girls, Cow and Chicken,
The crystal is mine.
Dexter's Lab, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Johnny Bravo.
Weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
We really could. Kids, codename Kids Next Door. And let's not forget fucking Kim Possible. Kim Possible was good. I remember really liking the Proud Family, Teen Titans, American Dragon, Jake Long, Static Shock. Oh, Static Shock. I loved Static Shock. Static Shock was so good, man. Yeah, I brought up the Jackie Chan Adventures, bro. The one Spider-Man car. The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. I actually didn't watch the older animated stuff of that. I remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't watch a lot of Invader Zim.
Give it to me.
What the fuck is Loud House? Dude, we really lived in good... We grew up in good times. But it's like... I just have this big theory, right? Like, I'm almost entirely certain that it has nothing to do with the writers. I mean, maybe it does. Pinky in the Brain, yes. I think it has something to do with how modern writers are, because, like, modern writing fucking is garbage. They forget about actual writing techniques, and they usually, like, just assume that you're supposed to know what the character has been through based on some external trait. Like, no, you should never do that in writing. Like, I don't care if there's some stuff I can assume about the character based on who they are. Show me meat. Show me problems. Show me overcome your obstacles. Become a great person. That's how writing is supposed to be. They don't teach that in modern writing anymore. And then on top of that, there's so many fucking censors. There's so much censorship. Gravity Falls is good. I would not consider Steven Universe a good cartoon. Steven Universe has the same fallacy as a lot of modern writing is. The biggest issue with Steven Universe, and I am going to say this, and I am sorry, not sorry, is that Steven Universe is heavily politicized, and that makes it bad. Very, very bad. Which is why it's like people either love it if they support, or like not necessarily support, but like if they align with a lot of it, then yes, they will love it. But if they don't, then they're going to absolutely hate it. Regular Show was a show I couldn't get into, but I mean, you also have to remember by that time, it's there to align with. I don't know exactly how to frame, but this is what I've heard. But there's a lot of politics surrounding it, and I don't like that. Stuff that I've heard. And that's not saying that you shouldn't enjoy it. You should. Absolutely enjoy what you want. But there's a reason why a lot of people don't like it. And I didn't like it. See, I didn't like it. I couldn't relate to Adventure Time. I think I was too old. Or maybe I wasn't in a good space for it. Regular Show? Same. Gumball. Gumball's good. Nah, it's not about that, Danny. Gumball is fantastic. As long as we stay away from the voice actor. Holy shit. Gumball's voice actor's a piece of work, dude. I am a god. No, the dude's just kind of crazy. He also had a funny spat with Dream. But like the dude's kind of, he's kind of batshit. What? Again? Oh my, I don't know what's wrong with my fucking controller. Or my brain. He muerto. I'm just distracted by talking about cartoons. There's so many good cartoons out there, dude. See, I don't agree with that necessarily of like, we'll never get those feelings of the early 2000s or 2010s back. Because, like, I still go back and watch stuff. Or, like, say, whenever I play Sonic 3D Blast on the PC, I still feel that happiness, you know? Or, like, going back and, like, watching a show a little bit. Like, you can get that back. But we will never see other people. We'll never see TV shows reach the former glory, and it's because the climate has changed. There is and I actually watched a video on this, and this is very deep rooted. Exactly, Dio. This is deep rooted in society, and a lot of it has to do with the change in family dynamics. When we were kids, I mean, it wasn't exactly true for me necessarily, but when we were kids, we were just like, you know, how Dexter's Laboratory was. That's how family dynamics were in the 90s. Like, you know, the dad was going to work, the mom was staying at home watching the kids, taking care of the house, and then the dad would usually be home by the end of the day. The kids would be home from school, and they would be able to sit down and watch cartoons together, because that's when kids would be able to watch cartoons. It's like in the morning before the dad goes to work, and then usually like in the evenings. It would be family time. It wouldn't be, you know, like just kid cartoon watching time. Or maybe it was the dad was to stay at home and the mom was the one taking care of the family. Or there would be like a babysitter who was a little bit older. But during there was a family transition during the 2000s and the 2010s where because of gender roles changing, and because of family dynamics changing, and because of the cost of living going up so much, both parents had to start working, which meant that instead of cartoons being more of a family endeavor, it kind of became more of just a child was doing it on their own while the parent was essentially trying to cope from coming back from work or getting dinner done or something like that. Because there wasn't just a single parent going out to work while the other parent was staying home and taking care of the house. It's both parents working. Yeah. And so what this happened was that there was a huge shift because parents don't want their kids to be watching certain things with adult themes. But they can't police what the kids do outside of, like, you know, say like, okay, you can't watch certain channels. Essentially meaning that the parents pushed all of that responsibility onto the networks. Which means that the networks had to beef up their censors, and because adults were no longer really watching TV or like watching cartoons, they didn't really have to put in adult jokes, so they were writing it specifically for kids. And they were like, what do kids like? And they saw kids watched a lot of SpongeBob, kids watched a lot of Ren and Stimpy. Grotesque humor. And so they capitalized on that. And essentially the TV turned into a babysitter instead of an entertainment system. So there was a lot of like pressure for things to change, and it all stems from family dynamics. I still subscribe to the one parent should be working and the other parent should be home thing, because I feel like it works better as just a family dynamic. But it doesn't really work in this climate, in this culture, in this economy. Because you can't just have one adult working full-time. You can't. Cost of living is too high. Like, I remember I saw a video of, I saw a video of this one person who, like, said she grew up in the 70s and both of her parents were teachers. And she said this is the kind of house you could get in the 70s from two teachers. She lived in a nice house with a pond in the back. In the backyard, a huge backyard, nice pond, very amazing area. A place where that's like a child's paradise. And the parents were probably making a collective, like, $80,000 a year. Probably less. They were probably making the, like, maybe 60,000. But the equivalent to that now is like 130. Yo, last drop. So it's like, it's insane because, like, we really do live in bad times. And, another thing about, like, when we were talking about earlier, like, why do people make a mountain out of, like, hills, is because of, like, a lot of that dynamic in family has messed up relations within the family. Like, can you really say that, like, how many kids, how many friends can you say have a good relationship with both of their parents? And how many friends can you say have, like, parents who are still together? A lot of society's issues do stem from these kinds of issues of, like, not having a good relationship with people and good relationship with your family and all this other stuff, which is unfortunate because it's impossible to always have good relationships with everybody and living a good life, because life doesn't work that way. It never did. So in the search and journey of, like, making society better, making everything better, there are pitfalls of things that are either not very well understood, or people don't get taught what is and isn't appropriate, and when things are and are not appropriate, and all this other stuff. And all of this that I'm saying applies to me as well. I mean, listen. I was not very good at socializing. I still kind of am not. I don't understand all social cues and, like, you know, what is and isn't appropriate to talk about. I mean, this is my stream, so I usually don't give a fuck. But, and it's not an excuse either. None of that is an excuse either, because I am an adult. I mean, yes, I've got ADHD, but I'm an adult. I am in charge of my own actions. I'm in charge of my own everything. Like, shit. I should be held accountable for my own bullshit, you know? Regardless of like my lack of social, my social ineptitudes, I should still be held accountable for those things. And a lot of things, even worse is that we are coming in, we are like harboring a generation that is a lot more antisocial, where people have a hard time talking to each other. The Zoomers are like the very first like full perpetually online generation. You have to keep that in mind that like social interaction is totally different from when we were kids, and the thing is I never really had that social interaction anyways, but that's beside the point. We're basically just going into a thing where it's like a lot of people can only really look at things from the outside, not from the inside. Looking at societal problems they don't understand, and they either make worse or they end up making better, hopefully. But there's a lot of suffering that goes on from ignorance. And everybody hates each other. Meh. People are too damn complicated. I don't use Instagram or TikTok because I have no damn interest in it. Yeah. I have a friend who, she's about as old as I am. And she's just perpetually on TikTok. And, like, I don't think she uses Instagram. Yeah, I don't understand that, like, the not feeling comfortable giving out your number. Because it's like, how the fuck are you supposed to interact with somebody if you can't interact with them? Think about it. That's the one thing that I don't understand, is that, like, our generation, virginity is, like, really bad. And it's because of this kind of stuff. Like, you expect to create relationships of any kind when you make the barrier of just communicating so high. And I'm not saying this about women either. I'm saying this, like, in fucking general. Yep, we're in the wizarding era. Like, I usually like to try to ask for Discord. I have asked, I did get a girl's number last year. And I got her Switch code. That was nice. She was kind of interested in some of my consoles, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, it's like, why Instagram? Like, you're not really gonna make friends on Instagram. I would rather ask for, like, Discord or something, and it's like, what's Discord? And I'm just like, fuck. Or it's like, oh, no, I don't use Discord, and I'm just like, fuck. Like with, Two, for example, who's, like, a good friend of mine. She's on Discord, and she's been on Discord with her friends since she was in middle school, and I'm just like, I just kind of like, I see it, and it's just kind of odd, because it's like, this is probably where I would have been had I grown up in this generation. Because I was perpetually online when I was a kid. Like, I was just playing Xbox Live all day. I played a lot of Halo. A lot of fucking Halo. A lot of Halo. And I would just add people, and we would just talk. Yeah, I'm starting to get used to being able to just, like, talk to people. I'm getting better at it. I'm still shy, but, like, I'm getting better at it. Me working at a nail salon, let me tell you, that helped.
Well. A power crystal.
I don't hate talking to people. I have a hard time starting up conversations because I have this feeling of, oh, I'm bothering them. But when I know how to, like, make a joke or something, which we all know I'm very good at making stupid jokes. It's one of my, like, I do sound better, don't I?
Yes.
Very apathetic towards people. They're bothering you.
Keep back, you weak-minded fool.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only have one more dosage left of the antibiotics. I would probably like to ask to get more. Super. Like, I mean, being in language classes as well, I've had to force myself to be able to, like, socialize. Because, like, you're not gonna get good at a language if you don't speak. So, or rather, make a connection. You can get good without speaking, you just need to have some kind of a connection. But anyways, that's beside the point. Like, I've gotten good at being able to just, like, have basic social skills to be able to just go up and talk to people. Or, like, ask them questions or some dumb shit. But, like... new people, especially girls, with me, that's just because I'm shy. It's whatever. Like, when you get to know me, I don't shut the fuck up. Sometimes it's kind of a problem. Hey! Hey, my boy! That's my boy right there! Hey! I would clap, but I can't clap right now. I got my hands on the controller. No! Fuck you, Cortex. Run's dead. But hey, No more dating coworkers? Yeah, fuck that. Pretty soon he's gonna be like, coño, a mimir, coño. Which, in Puerto Rican, that's like saying, go to sleep, damn it. Don't actually say coño. Coño means pussy. But for Puerto Ricans, it means damn it. But still means pussy. So, keep that in mind. I still think about that fucking Iron Mouse quote. Where she's like, a mimir, coño! It is time to mimir! See, that's fine. You know. I just kind of like talking to people, and I like being friends and making friends. Which I know some people might not see me that way, because I can be heavily confrontational with a lot of, like, people I've known in the past, but... like, that's just kind of how I am, of, like... I usually just try to be friendly. It seems to finally be working. Maybe it's because I've gotten comfortable in my own skin or something, because, like, I made some friends that maybe they won't be lifelong friends last semester, but I will be seeing them, many of them again this semester, and I'm happy and I'm looking forward to it. That I get to see these people again, because, like, you know, and I probably didn't make it in. Oh, I did. I was low enough. And that's a weird thing to think about, because, like, when I first started going to uni, it was like, I didn't care about anybody. I kind of wanted to make friends, but it was like, okay, well, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm here to study. And then it's like, I meet two. And she's like, no, we're graduating together. And I'm like, oh. And now it's like, I have other people, other friends that I want to graduate with. I want to see them next semester. I want to see them down the line, like, at some point. It's weird. Maybe I've changed, or maybe I have brought out something of myself that I haven't seen in a long time. I can make it, I can make it, I can make it. Yes!
Well, a power crystal.
Sometimes being too picky is a problem. Yes and no. From how I see it, it's like, if you're picky about the people that you're around, you know, it's like either you think maybe you don't make good friends. Like, I mean, let's say in the context of basketball, right? Maybe you have a lot of fun playing basketball with the people, right? But it's like, would you want to talk to them about, like, Dragon Ball Z? Or, like,
Yes.
you know, like,
Mine.
could you see yourself with them just kind of, like, sitting there and just not talking at all and enjoying each other's company?
Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
I look at it that way. Is like, if you're being too picky, there's probably a reason for it, and it's either to protect yourself, or these people are just not compatible with you outside of the hobby that you're in. Like, there are several people that I can think of that, like, I hang out with because they're speedrunners. But if it were outside of a speedrunning context, I probably wouldn't talk to them. And it's not because I don't like them. No, absolutely not. But it's just like, I just don't see the friendship going beyond that. And this is the basis that I have found of just, like, relationships in general, is like, there are some friendships that you can bring deeper. But it requires compatibility. It doesn't require compatibility in, like, beliefs or... It's not like compatibility with, like, beliefs or, even personality-wise, it's just... Oh no, not Cell Ballin'. But it's rather like a compatibility in personality. Like, let's say, for instance, one of my closest friends, he's in, he's, a moderator in my Discord. And the thing is that we don't actually have as many, like, things to, like, relate to anymore. Like, we play completely different games. He plays Genshin, and I speedrun. He's a lot nerdier than I am. Or geekier, actually. I'm nerdy, he's geeky. And, like, the thing is, though, is that instead of caring about whether about, like, our interests, because we don't have as many, like, super mutual interests anymore. But the thing is that we're compatible people. We talk to each other a lot. We enjoy each other's company. So it's just like, I mean, shit, I've known the guy for 15 years now. It's my longest standing friendship. So it's like, you know, there aren't a lot of reasons for us to really stay as friends. We're just compatible with each other. Like, you could be total opposites of people, of somebody, and still like, be really close friends. As long as you have a reason to, like, communicate and connect with each other. Of course, I could say all of this in theory. I'm no fucking master. I didn't really have many friends growing up. In fact, I was a social reject when I was a kid. People bullied me, and I didn't like people. No, 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 no. Okay. Come on. There we go. But yeah, I don't think being picky is really a problem. Not your fault that somebody just isn't compatible with you.
Well, a power crystal.
Stupid dog, I'm fucking balling. Yeah, the ones that you truly let in are the actual homies.
Yes, the crystal is mine. Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy. Give it to me.
And of course, yeah, I don't have all the answers. For some weird reason, or maybe I shouldn't say that because I have a couple people who would like basically like say, "Shut the fuck up, you idiot." People like me. Like people who are friends with me, they just say, "Dude, you're a really cool dude," and I'm like, "Oh." People don't usually tell me that. And it's like, well, they should, you dumbass. And I'm just like, oh. And it's been happening more and more as time goes on. Like me or you're banned. No, it's like yourself or you're banned. Is actually how it goes. Ban end. Yes, I got a vamoose. Damn it, Dio. Everybody post gun, Burge gun. Point at Dio. 620's not bad. Yeah, I guess I'm learning monkey game with Dio after Twins. I guess I'm learning 3 different games instead of 2. Damn it. Give me control over the camera. Monkey game, DK64. No, not Monkey Ball. I've never even played Monkey Ball. And I think you've been aware of this too. Oh, really? I thought I told you I never played a Monkey Ball game before. DK64 is one of the very first games that I ever did glitches on. Long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah, Super Monkey Ball speedrunning is ridiculous. Like, I mean, shit, you think my twins runs are cracked? You crazy. You crazy. Get the fuck out of here. Nah. Nah, get the fuck out. Bitch. Who the fuck you think you is? Nah, get the fuck out. You smoking that pack. Tio's gone. Listen, man, Baku has a vice grip on my entire personality. Damn it. Hands off the escargots. Goofy ass motherfucker. Yuck. A yuck. You're kidding. Runs over, probably. Oh yeah, this run is very bad. This run is basically on life support right now. Run's dead. Since, this ain't working still, and I don't know why. Listen, the way that Sethical has designed the characters in Baku reminds me so much of my hometown. I mean, I used to reject it with all my heart, and now every time, like, I just kind of accept where I'm from. I accept where I'm from now, where I came from. I let it out every now and again. I try not to when I'm on stream, though. I'd like to at least keep up some type of appearances. Yeah, I think I'll do any attempt after 9 is gonna be the last. The attempt that happens after 9 p.m., which is in 10 minutes from now, is gonna be the final attempt. Man, can you believe this? Like, I'm actually having to, like, reset over decent times in all levels. Isn't that kind of crazy? I'll probably, if I don't get it today, I'll probably get sub 1 tomorrow. And then I'm gonna be going back to, I'll be going back to Hundo. And then I'm gonna go for the sub 104. And, yeah. If I get sub 104 before January 15th, what's gonna happen is that, what's gonna happen, because January 15th is like when the hiatus is gonna happen. But if I sub 104 Hundo before January 15th, I'm just going to start the hiatus then. And I'll start learning other games. But, I didn't really talk about, like, what's gonna be the signal for the hiatus. I'm actually gonna play through Bandycraft's, custom levels. I'm gonna play through his custom levels. That's gonna be the tell. So if you see me play through his custom level, that means that I am gonna be done with Twins. At least for a little bit. Probably not, Dio. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it, because, like... Because, like, let's be real here. Let's think about this logically. Having, we would have to find somebody who has the same amount of interest in Donkey Kong 64, has the same amount of time investment possibility as we do, and also would be interested in trying to integrate themselves into a new community. I mean, I know Sea Fox will be pleasantly surprised to see me. Because, like, I've been followed. I've followed him for years, like 2013. Like, some of the old DK64 boys know me. They know who I am. Actually, I'm known by one of the best Star Fox Adventures runners because he actually started running. See, he started speedrunning because of me. Jub, by the way. Which was crazy because I followed him, I think, back in 2015-ish. Because it's like, Star Fox Adventures, I've been so interested in that game that I wanted to see the speedruns of it. And then it's like, well, I got to see them, and then years later, when the prototype of the game came out, and I was doing stuff, he commented on one of my YouTube videos, and I'm like, oh yeah, he exists. And I saw he was running games, and then when I'm talking to him, he's like, I started speedrunning because I saw your Sonic Adventure runs, and I'm like, what? So I follow him in 2015 and find out in 2020 that I'm the reason he started speedrunning. I'm like, what the fuck? Like a random ass fucking Star Fox Adventures guy started speedrunning because of me. And then I find out 5 years after I followed him. Like, imagine that shit. The fact that I have inspired people to become speedrunners boggles my fucking mind. Because, you know, when it's you, you don't really think of yourself as, like, anybody super special, right? Like, I mean... Uh-oh. Because, like, you're you. You're just used to being you. By the way, this is somehow fucking fast. I don't understand how. But yeah, it's like those kinds of coincidences.
Well, well. A power crystal.
I mean, Axel, I inspired you. I inspired a lot of people, supposedly. And I don't know how to feel about that, because, like, depending on which era, it could either be when I was really, really, like, arrogant, and, like, I have to think about, like, what? You feel like a failure every time you touch a video game? Why? The only reason, like, you should never fear failure. Like, if you want to get good at something, you can't fear failure. Is you not rich yet? Damn. Little bro wanna be rich. He wants to be rolling! Come on, dude. That's so dumb. That's why it's not a good idea to be, like, stuck in the center. Because you can proxy. That's not good. I mean, it's not bad per se. I'm gonna be like plus 10. Like, I know my particular, like, I guess you could say philosophies when it comes to speedrunning are very unique in the sense of, like, I'm more about the development rather than anything else. So, I care a lot less about, like, actually going super amazing fast. Axel, are you really sure that you don't have any inherent ability? I mean, you were pretty damn good at SIDX when you started. Maybe not at the same level as me, but to be fair, like, I am a natural at that game. Twins is the first game that I can think of where I had, like... Who's part of the moderation team that determines if runs are legitimate or not? I mean, all the mods are equally capable. Why? Oh.
What have I got?
I basically started out good with Sonic Adventure DX. Twins is a game that I started from scratch. I started out at the bottom of the bottom. Damn it. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Please don't. Fuck you. Oh, it's after 9 o'clock. Well, I am getting tired. I think it's time to call it here. We had some good talks today. Again, Dio, thank you for the sub. It helps out a lot. If anybody wants to join my Discord server, I have a Discord server. See if there's anybody to raid. Probably not, but if there is, I will raid them. Oh dear fuck, what the fuck is Broby doing? I guess go and raid this guy. I think that's how you spell his name. Okay. Yep, we're going to raid him. And if you follow, thank you for the follow. If... ah, jeez. I'll be back tomorrow.